growing up, I guess I went to bed every night thinking, if I don't do right, God's just going to strike me down almost. And I think that's kind of what set up the resentment in my life and kind of pushed me away. I didn't want to live that way.
First time I met Danville Wallace, we actually had our worship service outside. I think it might have been during the pandemic. Probably 2 or 3 weeks after that event, he and his wife Brittany just kept coming. I just went up to him and was like, "Hey, I just want to tell you who we are, what our names are. How can we get you further plugged in?" And really, truly, that started a great friendship.
I am married to my high school sweetheart. She and I discussed having children early on in the marriage, and it just didn't work out. So we would say if we're not pregnant by the end of the year, we'll try adoption. And 2021, we just started discussing adoption and finalized the adoption in February, and we're just head over heels for that child. Time passed, and I was actually at the gym a few months ago, early morning, and I just finished a set of squats, I believe, and I sat on the bench and I picked up my phone, and instead of going to social media, I went to the website to see what the registration for the baptism looked like. And in the middle of the gym, I just started crying because I knew that this is what I needed to do. In June of 2020, we were still going to First Wednesday nights. I would watch the people line up, and I wanted that to be me. It wasn't that I was embarrassed for the act of baptism. It's just being in front of that many people and going public with it terrified me.
Having the privilege to baptize Danville was out of this world. There's always a tension of, do I want to get baptized in front of people, do I not? But knowing him, he's kind of that behind the scenes guy. So for him to take that step, it was really a cool moment, like a big brother. I couldn't have been more proud.
And as soon as I got out of the car, PR already told me they had a water heater on. The water temperature was a nice 70-something degrees.
Hey, the water's like 70. It was probably like 65.
And from that moment on, there was no backing out. Since finally giving myself to Jesus fully, it has been the greatest decision I ever made. The impact it has had on my family and on my friends and even my workplace. Like, the people at work can tell such a change in me.
So when Danville called and said that he was getting baptized, on Sunday, I kind of had this revelation, like 100%. People can still be in church, still give, still be involved, still be in community, but have never really taken this step. So it's a huge step to take to make your decision public.
He publicly died on a cross for me, so the least I could do was to step in water and get baptized for him. I took the next step of water baptism because I wanted to go public with my faith in God and my life, and just share the joy and the excitement that I have to be living this life.